All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is you2, it's Pastor Dow. I want to give you a garden update. All right, garden video update. So first, let's start in the greenhouse. This is the greenhouse in STRAITWAY. As you can see, we like growing a variety of tomatoes, whatever you call it. Right here is, of course, cucumbers being harvested in the greenhouse. And of course, there's some big ones down there. You can see it's still on the vine that we have to get off as well. There's some cucumbers. And then you can tell that they're keeping up with the upkeep. We have tomatoes. You see that they're growing in nice clusters right here, and plus they have fruit all up the vine. Now right now, you know, yours truly, Pastor Dow, I'm probably, 6 feet tall, something like that, 6 feet. And as you can see, we're up to about we're up to about 8 or 9 feet right now on the tomatoes. And of course, like I said, they continue to keep growing fruit all the way up. Like for instance, here's one right here that's sitting at about 5.5 feet. And we keep all the leaves so that you can actually breathe. And there's some more that's starting down here, but look down here. And then there's some over here. I'm sure Sister Vicky and the sisters have already done taking the fruit this morning already. Feels pretty good because the greenhouse has a shade cloth on it as well. Okay. You know, greenhouse, your initial cost, you're going to be out some, but you know, when you really start building this thing and adding on to it, it's really going to be more from there. Over here is our beans. And of course, our beans are set up in such a way that the sisters can get on this ladder, walk down the center of this right here, and they can harvest and pick not only the green beans from the outside as well, but also from the inside. So you see, as we walk down these green beans, that'll trellis. Now, right here is paste tomatoes, all right, paste. And we eat an extraordinary amount of salsa here at STRAITWAY, an extraordinary amount. Them are up to about 12 feet tall now. They're up to about 12 feet tall. Somebody said, what do you mean 12? Why that far? Well, we can top them off, but look, as I was telling you earlier, if you look real close, you see, when I keep telling you that there's tomatoes that actually grow, and they'll continue to keep growing all the way up as high as you actually let these plants grow. Now, the difference is that we use indeterminate tomato plants. Most of the plants that you see sold in the stores and other places, they use determinate, meaning that they kind of bush out and stuff. We use indeterminate because we're after production. And as you can see, look down here, very nice tomato plants right there. And of course, jalapenos right here, habaneros right there. No, ain't no habanero. Where are my habaneros at? Oh boy, it's gonna be a fit. It's gonna be a fit if I don't see no habanero. Oh, I think there's something right there. All right. And of course, then we have bell peppers. Look at the size of our bell peppers. Look at the bell peppers. See the bell peppers? And again, over here, more paste tomatoes that are growing. And here's some that are ripening up. And there's some that are ripening up down there in that cluster. And again, more bell peppers. Matter of fact, we have so many bell peppers, we need to start harvest these things today. I mean, after all, just look at this cluster right here. That's a cluster of bell peppers that you can see in there. Very, very nice looking bell peppers right there, all healthy. All right, well, here's the garden stand that the sisters use. Let's go out here for a second and look. Apple trees, apples are coming on them very, very well. As we walk down here underneath the apple trees, and of course, you know, a lot of times the apples will fall off other trees. Peaches, and we have to prop them up because the branch is going to break. You need to prune them back more. Plenty of peaches. Peach is actually looking pretty good, may even get some this year. And then the pears. Look at all these pears. This tree is about to bear itself. We want to really prune this thing back heavy because, you know, we got to make the branches stronger. Now, we may not get as much the next following year concerning these pears, but I tell you one thing, we'll get bigger and healthier pears the year after that. And of course, there's more apple trees. Now over here is where we actually had garlic. It's already ran its course. I'm sorry I didn't get out here to let you see the garlic run its course. We planted the garlic in the winter, and then we harvested just a few weeks ago. And we're getting ready to get this greenhouse ready for some plastic. We're getting ready to put some plastic on this brand new 4 or 5 year, and now they have what they call infrared plastic. Of course, there's Sister Vicky over there working on the lettuce, the raised beds over here as well. Again, let me take you over here. Again, more apples that are coming in. Maybe able to get some a little bit. Now we're going to take up that squash, right?
I've got new started in the greenhouse for it.
What about that plant right there? You're going to...
I might leave it for now. I might pick it out.
All right. Blueberries. We got a whole bunch of blueberries. Ever since Sister Carol has taken over doing these blueberries, I mean, it has just literally flourished. You know, an excellent spirit, a right spirit goes a long way. So we're actually going to have to actually build more, a longer thing, because these blueberries, we're going to get them things up and they're growing up in the bushes. Over here, you know, Sister Vicky, you know, these collard greens are getting ate up pretty bad. And we're going to need more diligence. Somebody's going to have to point somebody to stay on top of it. These bush beans right here, as well as there's the collards and there's the bush. And of course, more bush beans, because remember we had broccoli in these beds earlier. And of course, we're also in the, what you call the canning stages as well. And more collards are being started to replace the old ones when they ran their course, and more bush beans. You see, we do things not to try to be ornamental and stuff. We grow the things that in abundance that we know that we're going to eat a lot of. That's what we do. Here's the corn. And the corn is growing up very, very well. Look at all that corn. And this corn, let me make sure I can get a good shot of this corn for y'all as well, okay? I mean, you can see the corn. It goes down there a little way, all right? Let's go over here and look at the blackberries, all right? Look, we got different types of domestic blackberries over here, and that we're proud of. We eat a lot. We have sweet potatoes on the other end. I think I'm gonna stop this right here a little bit. Our chickens, look at them. They're on top of, they're all over the place. We're gonna have to actually do something to regulate our chickens, especially during the feast. We may not have to let them out, because other than that, they'll be all over the place. There are eggs being laid all over the place. But anyway, here are our blackberries. As a matter of fact, I have to extend this out. Look at the blackberries. It looks like they've already done harvested them. We got new ones being formed. Blackberries. Blackberries. Beautiful blackberry bushes. And of course, these blackberries, they actually run. Here's one row and here's another row. And it runs all the way down right here. I mean, just a bunch of blackberries. Of course, there are more bush beans as well. And then we'll go over here for a second. Take a look. Like I said, I'm gonna do something about these chickens. I hate to have to build an aerial, you know, a fenced-in aerial place to keep them confined. But I think we're gonna keep letting them do what they do, even though some of them are putting eggs all over the place. There's that fancy chicken coop that we built that some of y'all saw it going along. Now we have some goats coming. Brother Al is actually raising some goats to give us some goats here at the Feast of Tabernacle. But we have, you know, our sisters, they catching, they finding eggs all over the place and everything. But that's, you know, part and parcel to the price of free range, though. And you ought to see our egg yolks. I think what we do is do a video and let you see what a healthy chicken is like when they free range. Plus, when they free range like this, it cuts down on the food bill. Now, it's not a good idea for us to have all these hay bales right there, but we're going to have to find another home for them. We still have some cabbage coming in, and we have cabbages going down the center of this one, along with bush beans on the outside of it. Hallelujah. All right, let me see if I can turn this camera around without messing everything up. And there you have it. There you have it. It's Straightway here for the time being today. And that's just a part of the garden. You know, we have other places as well, but that's just part of it. We'll speak to you a little bit later. Hope you've enjoyed it. And we'll finish off with maybe a little bit, I'll tell you what we do. We'll finish off on this end of the land, you know, a little bit of the actual pears as well down here. Look at these pears. See the pears growing right here? They're getting really big. Really big pears. Oh, by the way, we're now starting the beginning stages of working on the fourplex as well. Well, we've been working on it, but you know what I mean? It takes money, time, effort. It takes resources, the whole 9 yards. More apple trees, more apples, more apples. Hallelujah. All right. Shalom, shalom. Y'all be encouraged. Just a little taste of Straightway on this July, what is it? I think it's the 13th day. All right. Y'all be encouraged. The king coming.